In 2020, I bought a SkyTrak Launch Monitor, and it was one of the only affordable launch monitors on the market. But times have since changed, and in 2023 in particular, it saw lots of new affordable launch monitors hit the market. So is the original SkyTrak still worth buying in 2024? I'm about to explain what is still great about this launch monitor, how it's been left behind, and also how it compares to the newer launch monitors on the market. First released in 2014, the SkyTrak is a decade old this year, which is a hell of a long time in technology terms. So surely, this launch monitor is now far too old to be of any use to us golfers looking to improve our games or building a home golf simulator. The number one most important thing any launch monitor should be able to do is provide accurate and reliable data, like carry distances, ball speed, shot dispersion and spin rates. Once you've got this accurate data, then you can take all that information onto the golf course with you, and it'll significantly help you improve your course management. And that's exactly what SkyTrak has: reliable data. The main feedback that I get from this unit is the carry distances and the shot tracer to show me where my most common misses are. And since owning a SkyTrak, I was able to get from a 12 handicap down to a 7 in the space of 12 months. Now, compared to other launch monitors, it's extremely reliable, and the ball data that you get is comparable to other more expensive camera-based monitors like Foresight's GC3 and GC Quad. Since it's now a decade old, and there's now a new updated SkyTrak model on the market, the SkyTrak Plus, the original SkyTrak's price has dropped. I'd say that it's now the cheapest mid-range launch monitor on the market, as you're able to pick one up brand new for around £1,600, which is £500 cheaper than its old rival, the FlightScope Mevo Plus. It makes it a perfect choice for building an accurate home golf simulator on a budget. You can even get an extra 5% discount if you use my code HANDICAP5 at the checkout on the Golf Swing Systems website. You can get cheaper launch monitors like the Garmin R10 and the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro, but in my opinion, the SkyTrak is much more accurate and reliable than either of those two units. Which leads me nicely onto my next point. If you're thinking of buying a Garmin R10 or an MLM2 Pro to use within a home golf simulator, then you need to make sure that you've got enough space, specifically at least 5 meters of room length, just so that they can work indoors properly. SkyTrak, on the other hand, will work in any size room at all, as long as you can swing a golf club, as it only needs a few inches of ball flight to record its data accurately. This is because it's a photometric camera-based launch monitor, which basically means it takes high-speed photographs of the golf ball as soon as you hit it to work out all of the data. And camera-based launch monitors are often regarded as being more accurate when it comes to indoor golf simulation. The next cheapest camera-based launch monitors are the Bushnell Launch Pro and the Unicore iMini, which are currently not readily available to buy in the UK. So whether you've got a huge room or a tiny room to build your golf simulator, the SkyTrak will work for you no problem. And if you're based in the UK, it's currently the cheapest photometric camera launch monitor on the market. Everything you need to know about room sizes, launch monitors, and everything else is available in my DIY home golf simulator ebook that you can download from the link in the description below. Now, who wouldn't want to play bucket list golf courses for a fraction of the cost and within the comfort of your own home? Well, that's exactly what you can do with the SkyTrak, as it's compatible with a variety of the best golf simulator softwares on the market, including TGC 2019, E6 Connect, and even GS Pro. These softwares only require ball data to simulate your shots, which is exactly what the SkyTrak provides. So you don't need a more expensive launch monitor that includes club data and recording of your swing if all you want to do is play indoor golf. You'll need to pay extra for these third-party golf simulator softwares, unfortunately, ranging from $250 a year up to a £900 upfront cost, depending on the software that you choose. You can access 15 courses on E6 Connect if you buy SkyTrak's Play and Improve package for $250 a year, which is good value for money. But other launch monitors like the Garmin R10, the MLM2 and the Mevo Plus also offer the same simulator integrations with the Golf Club 2019, E6 and GS Pro. The Mevo Plus even offers 10 free courses on E6 Connect straight out of the box with no annual fees or subscriptions. But it's not just the simulator software integrations that the SkyTrak is great for. SkyTrak's own driving range and game improvement software is genuinely amazing, and in my opinion, it's probably the best on the market. The whole user interface is extremely simple to navigate, and the game improvement package just unlocks a whole host of tools that will without doubt make you a better golfer. In comparison to other launch monitors softwares, I find that SkyTrak has a lot more features to help you get better at golf and to work on your game. Now yes, you'll have to buy this game improvement package for around £130 a year to get access to all these features. But to get similar skills challenges on other launch monitors, you'll have to subscribe to third-party apps like Awesome Golf, which in my opinion is great, but it's not as good as the SkyTrak software. I've got loads of videos about SkyTrak and demos of its software on my channel, as well as other launch monitors too. So if this is your first time here, please subscribe to Handicap Golf because I post new golf simulator content every week. But surely you can spend £1,600 on a newer launch monitor rather than a 10-year-old SkyTrak. If you want a launch monitor to really learn more about your golf swing and analyse some data to improve your game, you'll likely want to look at buying a launch monitor that measures club data as well as ball data. The original SkyTrak is limited in the data parameters that it measures, as it only processes ball speed, launch angle and spin rate to calculate where your shot will land. There's no measured club data, which is something that most newer launch monitors on the market do nowadays. If club data is really your thing, then you'll need to look at SkyTrak's newest relative, the SkyTrak Plus, FlightScope's Mevo Plus, or even some of the more budget options like Garmin R10 and the MLM2 Pro. If you've got a bigger budget, then great. Consider the full swing kit, Foresight GC3 or the Unicore launch monitors too. Lower handicap golfers in particular will arguably want a launch monitor that measures club data, as they're more likely the ones who will benefit from the extra data parameters that they're looking for to make further improvements to their game. If this is you, then you'll be better off looking at some of the more expensive units that I've just mentioned above. But if you're a higher handicap golfer who cares very little about all that complicated data that comes with the launch monitors, then the original SkyTrak will be a solid choice for you if you just want a visual representation of where your ball is landing when playing indoors. Let me know in the comments below what handicap you play off and which launch monitor you use, and whether or not you find it accurate enough for your level. I'd be really interested to hear. I am a big advocate for the SkyTrak, but I must admit that this next flaw is pretty frustrating. Imagine hitting a solid drive out the middle of your golf club, or getting that instantaneous feedback from a beautifully clipped wedge shot that you just know is going to land close to the pin, only for you to look up at your screen to find that the launch monitor hasn't even registered the shot on the simulator. That's called a no read, and unfortunately they're pretty common with the SkyTrak. Some days are better than others, but I'd hazard a guess that in my experience, around every 1 in 15 to 20 shots don't register. Some days it might be every 5 shots it decides not to register, and others might record every single shot of my round. But nonetheless, it can be quite frustrating when it does happen, especially if you're playing a competitive round of simulator golf and it doesn't register that good shot, but it happily registers that next shot that you duff 20 yards in front of you. The general consensus is that the more expensive the launch monitor, the more reliable its data becomes and the less no reads that you get. I've tested a variety of launch monitors over the past few years and I can't recall any no reads with the GC3 or the full swing kit. Maybe the occasional one with the Mevo Plus, and probably a similar amount to the SkyTrak with the Garmin R10 and the MLM2 Pro. Talking of playing competitive rounds on the simulator, you can putt using the SkyTrak and therefore enter the Simulator Golf Tour to compete against other sim golfers all around the world. Although putting accuracy on launch monitors is renowned for not being the most true to real life, it does still do a job, and it helps make simulator golf feel more like outdoor golf. The SkyTrak is not the best launch monitor for reading putts, and occasionally it might frustrate the hell out of you, as you know that you might have pulled that last putt a little bit, but the SkyTrak said you missed it by 6 inches. Now the Bushnell Launch Pro and the GC3 are a little more accurate. The Mevo Plus struggles to read putts accurately from less than a few feet away from the hole, and the R10 and the MLM2 Pro don't even allow you to putt at all. So in comparison, the SkyTrak is actually not a bad option. But to make sure that you don't waste your hard-earned cash, watch this video here. But before you click on that subscribe button first and drop this video a like whilst you're at it, and I'll see you in a minute.